A KSLSports.com presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by University Federal Credit Union.
Hey everyone, this is Game Night Live. I'm Sam Farnsworth. Thanks for dialing up the show tonight, where we find out if Skyridge is able to keep pace with #1 ranked Corner Canyon in Region 4. Just last weekend, Skyridge blew out American Fork. Well, tonight they visit one-loss Pleasant Grove. That loss for PG came last Friday against Corner Canyon. It's our Game Night Live Game of the Week. We should learn a lot about these two teams from this game. In the first quarter, Skyridge already up 7-zip. McKay Hillstead right on target to James Palmer. 66 yards later, and Skyridge doubles its lead 14-0. PG trying to match air for air, but this pass is picked by Smith Snowden. 37-yard return for the score. 20-0 Falcons. Second quarter, Jeter Fenton finds his way into the end zone. Skyridge up 28-0. They're still not done in the half. Hillstead leads Palmer to the corner, the back corner there for the 5th Skyridge touchdown of the half. Fourth quarter, PG won't be shut out. Dave Britton floats one to Porter Connors, who reaches for the pylon. There was no coming back for the Vikings, though. 35-7. All right, let's head out to JJ and Sly for more on this game.
We expected a battle between #2 versus #5. Sly, it was not a battle at all. It was one-sided. Skyridge is for real. Every time we see them, and this is 2 weeks in a row now, they continue to impress us.
No question. This is a real football team here. Skyridge tonight did it all. You know, came up with turnovers, defensive touchdowns, big special team plays in the return game. They played a full game tonight. Their defense looked awesome. Went up 35-0 in the first half. It's exactly how you need to act if you want to be a championship football team.
Smith Snowden, the pick six, really put the separation into this game that they needed. Sophomore. McKay Hillstead, sophomore. They're young, and they're doing this. It's pretty impressive. Our game of the week next week is Davis versus Weber. We can't wait to bring that for you next Friday. Sam, back to you.
So what you're saying, guys, is Skyridge is going to be good for years to come. Can't wait to see this. Well, after starting 3-0, Westlake lost 3 straight tonight, visiting American Fork. Westlake got the big start. Braden Ross to Thomas Davis for the 40-yard touchdown, 7-0 lead. But then American Fork did its thing. Maddox Madsen, we know he can throw, but he can also run. 20-yard touchdown for the 14-7 lead. In the third quarter, Fisher Ingersoll, one of Madsen's top targets at receiver, gets the 66-yard pick six, and American Fork wins 52-13. Well, Bingham was looking for a 4th straight win tonight, taking on East. This was the game of the night. Second half, East up 14-7. Let's make it 21-7. Mapa Vaianuku rumbles 34 yards for the 2-touchdown lead. But with just over a minute left in the third, we have an Isaiah Glasker sighting. Hauls in Troy Main's pass for the 14-yard score. It's 21-14 East. With 29 seconds left in the game, Bingham is not done. Maine to Parker Gurr. Touchdown. We're tied at 21 and headed to overtime. In OT, 4th and goal. Amine Amone scores for the Leopards. They've got the touchdown lead. Bingham still has some juice in OT. A 10-yard run by Cale Whiteman into the end zone, so Bingham decides to go for 2 and the win. Troy Maine over his shoulder to the tight end, Josh Wolf. It's good. The 2-point conversion game winner. Bingham comes back for the 29-28 lead. Well, Davis was coming off heartbreak last week against Roy. Tonight they were visiting Syracuse. They were clicking on all cylinders. Chance Trujillo, he is good. David Spute, he is amazing. And you're not going to catch him when he's got the ball. And the Darts roll over the Titans tonight, 42-6. Let's check in at Lehigh, where Timpview was visiting in the first quarter. Lehigh trying things out through the air, but the pass is picked off by Ammon Key. He'll put together a nice little return, which helps set up Liu Aumave to Daniel Kayo for the score. 7-0 Thunderbirds. That really set the tone for Timpview the rest of the way, and they get the win 28-14. Well, there are just 3 undefeated teams remaining in Class 5A. What did those teams do tonight? I'll have that answer. And the Region 10 lead is on the table tonight between Mountain View and Park City. Who comes out on top? We'll have highlights to that one and many more when we come back. Well, the Brighton Bengals are off to a red-hot 6-0 start, ranked 6th in the Game Night Live power rankings in the state. Skyline keeping pace, though, also 6-0, ranked 13th in those power rankings. Those two were supposed to play each other tonight, but because of positive COVID cases on the Skyline team, the Eagles have canceled both this week's and next week's games. The only other undefeated team in 5A football is Salem Hills. They were hosting Springville tonight. First quarter, Salem Hills driving. Jarrett Elmer finds Austin Hallows. 7-0 lead. Springville would tie it up just before the half. Seth Rigtrup does the job. In the third quarter, Springville on the 1-yard line, but the ball is stripped away, and Salem Hills recovers. But Springville's defense helps out. How about a safety for a 9-7 Red Devils lead? Fourth quarter, fourth down, and Springville looking to add to their lead. The reverse, Rigtrup finds the end zone for the 16-7 lead. Salem had a late charge, but could only cut the lead to 3. Springville with the big upset, 16-13. Well, Bonneville's in the mix in 5A. The 5-1 Lakers were taking on Woods Cross. First quarter, Cord Shaw takes the handoff, rolls around the edge. His second touchdown of the game makes it 14-0 Lakers. Woods Cross did cut into that. Canton Nagel to the corner of the end zone. Luke Dastic comes down with it. It's a 14-8 game after the 2-point conversion. Bonneville, though, would hold on to their lead. They're now 6-1, 24-17. Spanish Fork at Maple Mountain. 1 minute before the half, the Dons' Jonah Turangova puts Spanish Fork up 20-10. Maple Mountain answers back. Tyler Nelson to Aiden Seuli. And the Golden Eagles are back within 3. Maple Mountain would take the lead and get the win, 44-37. The matchup of the night in Class 4A was between 5-1 Mountain View and 4-2 Park City, both undefeated in Region 10. First possession, Chase Byer to Trond Grizel. Nice catch down to the 5. That set up Byer for the keeper. Park City with the early lead. Sloppy start for Mountain View. Park City recovers that one. Carson Tabarachi capitalizes to make it 12-0 Miners. The Bruins do get on the board shortly after. Jackson McCarty to Connor Kendrick. Stays in bounds. Nice move. 40-yard touchdown. Chase Byer, though. This kid's good. Carson Tabarachi, their second touchdown connection of the night. And Park City ends up getting a big win, 53-24. Dixie and Snow Canyon, both 3-0 in Region 9 play, going head-to-head tonight in the first quarter. Snow Canyon getting on the board quickly. Landon Fry keeps it for the 24-yard touchdown. It's 7-0. In the second quarter, look at this run by Bretton Stone. A 21-yard run. They would actually mark him down at the 1-yard line. They would score on the next 2 plays, though, for a 20-0 lead. Dixie actually made it a game late, but they came up 2 points short to the Warriors. All right, 6-0 North St. Pete taking on 5-1 Juab for Region 14 supremacy tonight. Juab's rushing attack was unstoppable. Trey Lund trucks his way into the end zone for his second touchdown. Second quarter, Bodie Blackett, 7-yard touchdown. Juab finished with 6 rushing touchdowns in this game. They knock off undefeated North St. Pete 42-21. We've got more Game Night Live coming up right after. We have a full 30 minutes of Game Night Live tomorrow at 9 p.m. We'll see you then.